Here we're going to do a quick overview of the admin dashboard of smartphone. So there are a number of options you can choose from in your admin dashboard, and we're going to have separate videos which can go in more depth into the different options in each. But for now, I just want to quickly overview why you're going to use each one. Users is very simple, and users is, of course, where you control the people from your Podio system who are given access to smartphone to use it. To invite a new user, you simply add a user, and you can add groups as well. So users controls both the people involved in smartphone, the people you're bringing in to use it, and also groups, so that, for instance, you can create a sales team group or a customer service team group or a maintenance group and have multiple people in that group and then use the flows to determine who is being called in what instance. Phone numbers is where you control all of your phone numbers. You can buy and delete numbers as much as you want. And of course, you can assign numbers to different flows very quickly, which will ensure that that number uses the new flow immediately. Flows is where you control your call flows. Now, a call flow is simply put how we tell smartphone what to do when someone calls one of your numbers. Do we ring an IVR? Do we send it straight to voicemail? Do we check what time it is and do something based on inside of work hours and outside? You can have as many flows as you want, and you can have one number per flow or many numbers to one flow, and you can swap in between rapidly. Your settings are where you control your sort of core global settings. This is, of course, critical in terms of the time zone. This will determine your business working hours, the server time zone that you set. So make sure that that is correct. Your default country and some of your main core settings. Managed devices, this is actually something that is being removed in future smartphone iterations. So really, we're not going to be getting into this in any more depth. Caller IDs, only available if you do have a subscription, but is where you can control other numbers that you are able to dial out from that are not in smartphone. And of course, you have to go through a verification process. So for instance, if you wanted to add your your cell phone number in here, you could. Addresses, for some countries and regions, you need a verified address before you can purchase a number there, and this is where you can store them. Spam numbers are where you can add numbers that are considered spam, so we can do a better job of blocking them from calling you. Your Podio setup is what you do when you first set up against smartphone. This, you may need to revisit this at times if you want to, for instance, move your communications app or change some of the fields, or even, for instance, change smartphone into syncing to another app. But please note, if you, for instance, change the communications app location, it does not copy, it simply adds a new app, so all of your existing communications won't be going with you. You'll have to manually transfer them. And finally, the beta program. The beta program, basically, we continue to test out new features. And if you choose to enroll in the beta program, you will see and have access to those beta features, and you can give us feedback on them. So that is an overview of your admin section. In other videos, we're going to go deeper into how to control users, what it means to have groups, phone numbers, and all of these. But this gives you an overview of what this section entails.